Today's topic is stress test. Can you say that 10 times? I have a really hard time with that. What is a stress test and why do you need one? My name is Ashley Micciche. I'm the CEO of True North Retirement Advisors, where we specialize in retirement planning for business owners. Do you know what would happen to your portfolio if the market went down 30% or 40% like it did in the financial crisis? What would happen? How much would your portfolio drop? Wouldn't it be nice to know if we experienced that type of downturn again, or even another recession? Let's just say instead of 40%, what if the market drops 25%? What might happen to your portfolio? Now, we can't predict the future. No one has a crystal ball. Oh, hold on a sec. I do have something though. Will my portfolio drop 20% in the next downturn? Magic 8 ball. These never work right. Signs point to yes. All right, well, there you have it. There's the stress test of your portfolio right there. All you need to know from the Magic 8 ball. History doesn't repeat itself, but it does rhyme. And so if you take your portfolio as it's invested, exactly as it is today, and you put it through a stress test, in other words, you look and see, okay, how would my portfolio have done? How much would it have dropped in the financial crisis? How much would it have dropped in the World Trade Center attacks, in the tech bubble? You can actually find out, as your portfolio is invested today, how it would have performed in those prior downturns in the market and the economy. This is incredibly valuable information because it shows you in the next downturn what a likely scenario is. So if your portfolio only has, goes down half as much as the market in all those downturns, that gives you some clue about what might happen in the next recession, in the next big market downturn. This is a sample stress test. So I put in a portfolio that's about 60% in stocks. It's pretty well diversified. It's got longer term, shorter term bonds. It has high quality dividend paying stocks. It has small cap, mid cap, international. Okay, it's a well diversified portfolio. And you can see on this screenshot here that I took of this portfolio what happened to the portfolio over a variety of different market events. So we've got, for example, there at the bottom, you can see what the different scenario was in that downturn. But what it does is it takes your portfolio exactly as it's invested today and it stress tests it. So how would this portfolio today what would have happened to it in the World Trade Center attack? What would have happened to it in the financial crisis? What would have happened in the tech bubble? And how does that compare to the stock market overall? So that's what you're seeing in blue there is the S&P 500, what that drop was for example, in the one on the far right, that's the most recent downturn, the financial crisis. And you see that the S&P 500 there in blue went down quite a bit more than the sample portfolio, which is in green. And so you can look at your portfolio in green there over all those different crises over the last several years and see what had happened to your portfolio. So this is an incredibly powerful software tool that we use. It's called Quanti, K-W-A-N-T-I. It's one of the best software investments in technology that we've made in our business because it allows us to stress test client portfolios in different market environments and see what would have happened had they owned their current portfolio in these past crises. So it's incredibly insightful. It's incredibly useful information. And a lot of times it can be a wake-up call. And now is the time to be doing this. You don't want to look back at your portfolio and say, gosh, I wish I would have understood the real risk that I have in my investment portfolio. And I wish I would have done something about it. Now, is this the top? I don't know. But certainly when the market is close to all-time highs and we are almost a decade into this recovery in the stock market and the economy, now is the time to be doing this. If you are a client of True North, guess what? With about 3 clicks, we can put your portfolio through this exact stress test that I showed you earlier. And if you are not a client of True North, you can send me it could be a statement, or it can just be a spreadsheet with all of your holdings, and I will run a stress test for you, and we will point out some areas that you might want to be cautious of, especially if you are close to retirement. We can make a plan together for how you might be able to better protect yourself when the next downturn arrives. Thanks again for watching. My name is Ashley Micciche. Is basically stress test. Okay, say that 10 times fast.